All right, we're live. So, hi everyone. My name is Winnie Bush, and this is Winning with Winnie. Today, we're actually talking about cross-cultural relationships, and we will be talking with people who are in, cross-cultural relationships to see what the good, the bad, the ugly, all of that fun stuff. So, if you have any questions, just go ahead and put in the comments, and we'll read your questions. But thank you all so much for joining us. We're actually waiting for one more person to join us, so I'm pretty sure she's gonna come in soon. But we'll just go ahead and start, and you guys can roll it as you roll it. So the first question we have is, could you please introduce yourself and your partner? So Alex, let's go ahead.
Yeah, okay, I'll go ahead. So my name is Alex, and this is Ted.
Hello.
Hi, Ted. Where are you guys from? Maybe we should ask, is that my next question? Yeah, so where are you from?
So we're both from Ohio, I guess. I was actually born in Mexico, and I came to live in the US when I was 12 or 13. I forget. It's been a minute. So yeah, I'm 28 now. So I've been living since I was 12 or 13 in Ohio up until this point, and Ted is Ohio born and bred.
Been here my whole life.
Tyler, you want to introduce yourself?
Sure, I'm Tyler, and I'm from Pittsburgh, and this is my girlfriend, Winnie.
Hi, you so welcome. Girl, you look so gorgeous. Yes, you got lipstick.
No, I was literally I had like 10 minutes. I was like, oh my gosh, let me do this really quick. Why you guys?
I was late. But okay, so we're just doing introduction. So if you could tell us, I know your partner can't join us, but can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your partner?
All right, my name is Yasent, and I'm from Rwanda. I live in Ohio, by Akron, and my husband, his name is Rami. We just got married actually 2 weeks ago, so very exciting. And he's from Ghana, and we've been dating for like 2.5 years, and then we decided to get married, and yeah.
Yeah, thank you. All right, y'all. So basically, I have a list of 15 questions, so I'll go through them. But like I said, I know some people are joining us live, so if you have any questions, just go ahead and put in the comments, and we'll read it. But I'll just keep going through our questions, the questions I have prepared, till we have questions from the audience. So our next question is, I feel like you've mentioned this a little bit, but how did you meet your partner, and how long have you been in a relationship?
Yeah, sure. I'll start. So Alex and I met when we were in college. We were both RAs on the same team at the time. So that's how we met each other. And we were also in the same major, so we had a lot of classes. And yeah, so that's how we got to know each other.
Yeah, and we've been together, it was 6 years on just recently, February 10th. So
that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Sure. So Winnie and I actually met each other on Hinge, and we've been talking for about a year and a half, and we've been dating for about a year. And so unexpectedly, we weren't from the same area. I'm from Pittsburgh, and she's in Ohio. And just by the strike of luck, we were able to connect and actually get in touch with our pictures and just have a communication and just start talking a little bit on Hinge and get to know each other a little better. And then after about probably 2 weeks of communication, Thanksgiving came around, and so we started, talking more seriously. And so she was still in Kent going to grad school, and I was actually working for Highmark in Pittsburgh. So I decided to start visiting during the weekends and going to Ohio to start visiting her and actually start a relationship with her around December. So we've been together for about a little bit over a year now.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. So how did you meet?
Okay, so Rami and I met at a wedding, but he knew my sister before, and so my sister, at the time, she was telling me, like, you have to meet this guy. He was new in the school. He was coming from Ghana to do his MBA at Wash University. And at that time, I was working at Wash University as the global learning coordinator. So I have heard about him, and I saw a picture, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I was actually talking to Winnie about it.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I would like cook, and I'll go to her place, and I'll be like, oh my goodness, there is this person, this guy, he's new in town. So we happened one of our common friends got married, so I got invited to the wedding. And I remember I was driving my sister and my friend, and I was just doing the most, putting so much makeup on, like. And my sister said, "Calm down," because I knew he was going to be at the wedding. So my sister said, "Calm down." Like I'm like, "No, I'm about to meet the love of my life." So I get to the wedding. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, he's so cute." So we ended up dancing the whole night, and then we didn't start. That was in October. We didn't start dating until December, and yeah, and it's been so much fun.
So cute. So cute. Oh gosh. Okay. Because I know Alex, you talked a little bit about being from Mexico, and you said you're from Rwanda. So could you, both of you just tell me a little bit about your culture?
Okay.
You can go first if you want.
Okay, so like everything about the culture?
Yeah, or maybe just the dating culture. How about just the dating culture?
Dating culture, okay.
So Rwanda is a little bit like conservative. Like everything, I remember like I had friends who have, boyfriends. Even when I was in Rwanda, I had a boyfriend, but like you can't even say it until pretty much like it's pretty quiet. It's not like as open here as it is in the US. It's just more like you start dating and seeing somebody, and it gets serious if you decide to bring the guy home. And that time it's like you're getting married like in like 2 months or something. Like super conservative, because parents are a little bit stricter. They just expect you to just be a good girl and not be like fooling around or doing anything crazy. And then just when you meet the right person, to just introduce that right person to them and then get married. So that's pretty much how it is in Rwanda, and which was super crazy to me when I moved here, because my adopted family, they were like, "We want to see Rami." Like, oh no, I think second date they would like bring him home, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like, I don't know." Like I'm just like starting to know this guy. So yeah, that's how it is in Rwanda.
Oh. So, oh gosh, I feel like I don't really have a good answer for this, only because like by the time that I guess I would have been interested in dating, I was already living in the US. So I guess I didn't have that like Mexican dating experience. But I guess from what I know, and from like what I've observed from like my family and friends that I still keep in touch with, I'd say it's, I think, relatively similar to what it would be in the US. I mean, some parents are, like you said, maybe a little bit more strict, and like, they're like, oh, well, like they always want to meet the person. And they always sort of want to, like, when you're like at home, like I guess one thing that I would say, that they probably would never let you be at home by yourself. Like, I mean, it's like, that's a no. So a parent always has to be there with you, and like always sort of like within sight. So like no going out to like the bedroom or something. So like staying in like a common area where people can't just see you. That's kind of like, like how that is. And yeah, I mean, and I guess it's, like, and they rather know who you're seeing rather than like maybe keep it like a secret or something. And that's kind of like how I like see it, and like how I sort of been, I guess, experiencing it through, again, my friends and like my family that's still back home, which is
I was gonna say, I feel like the Nigerian dating culture is very similar to Rwanda. I would say we don't have a dating culture. Because I don't think, like, even when I was back, because I mean, I left Nigeria after high school. So like in high school, you can't, I feel like in America, y'all have like prom, and like you can take your partner over to your parents' house and they just come chill. No, like in Nigeria, it's just, there's no dating culture, I would say. I know like a lot of Nigerians will disagree with me, but typically it's only when you get serious, and that phase to me, I feel like it's called a courtship. So when you get serious with each other, you're ready to get married, then you now bring them over to see your parents. But like when you're like, this is my boyfriend, this is my girlfriend, your parents look at you like, what? Where did you find that? But so yeah, I feel like that's the culture in Nigeria. Ted and Ty, do you guys want to talk about the American dating culture?
Sure, I can talk a little bit about it. To understand, pretty much it's a little bit more, I guess, freedom that the parents definitely give us, and like the more individualism and trust, I guess, that they have in us. So it's like most families where they're teaching you the values and morals and the respect of what you should have in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like once you're getting to get in a relationship with somebody, parents, they're not really focused on exactly how things are going. Between both of them, they want you both to kind of experience a little, and they give you a little bit of freedom. Say like if you want to watch a movie in another room, obviously you have that intention to not do anything wrong, and you should have that respect amongst your parents and the other partner in your relationship. But like when he's saying, it's definitely a little bit more open. So there are like things that prom, and there are certain ways, and it's just more a bit of a freedom. I would say that you're able to do more stuff with your partner, going on doing different things. The parents are a bit more comfortable and trusting, and give them individuality, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think dating culture here is fairly open, and at least, I don't know, I feel a lot of it depends on kind of your family and your family's own expectations. But yeah, I just know for myself, like my parents never really cared too much who I was dating, and I would kind of just be like, oh yeah, like I'm dating, Alex now, and they'd be like, oh, okay, cool. But never really asked like, hey, like, oh, we need to see her right away or anything like that. Yeah. And like, just like having her see my parents didn't really feel like a big thing. Although I think the first time, not that it wasn't important.
No, I wasn't thinking about that. It was more like for me, it was just like, it was like intimidating.
Right, yeah. For me, it's just like, oh yeah, no, I'm just having her over. She'll like hang out with us. Like, didn't I guess think a whole lot of it outside of that. But I also think, wasn't like the first time you came over during like a family gathering?
Yeah, it was a family gathering. There were like 30 people there.
Yeah. So a little bit of a throwing her into cold water there with like the whole family surrounding us. But yeah, overall, I just think things are pretty open.
I would agree with Ted, how you're saying, like with the family, like they're not really involved, like getting into your business, who you're dating, of just like that. It's more very much like, oh, okay, like it's nonchalant, I would say, to them more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Did we have a question? Oh, I know some people said hi, but Simba asked whose wedding. I'm not sure. I feel like that's a question for you, Simba. I'm not sure what he means. Do you mean? I think he meant like whose wedding.
Oh, that's Simba. Yeah, that's our friend actually. Stevie. Okay. He's from Nigeria. Yeah.
Well, hi.
It's his wedding.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, let's see. What's the next question? I feel like it was something Ted already talked a little bit about. So I guess, how long did you guys wait before introducing your partner to your family?
I think for us, it really wasn't that long. Actually, I believe I met her parents even before we started dating. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because we were we were friends before like we started dating. So yeah, like I guess you're right. Yeah, he came over to my place to just hang out, and like my parents were also there. So he like met them, and so I don't know, even since like day one, my parents were like, oh, like he's so nice, and it was just like they were so chill about him, and yeah. So I guess I don't know if you count that. I guess I maybe met him formally as my partner. I don't know, like I couldn't really tell you, but it was like a good reaction. It wasn't like anything like averse or anything, and I guess I wasn't really worried about them having some sort of like
yeah.
I was already older when we started dating. I was we were like 20, maybe like 24, 23, 24. I don't know. I forget. But yeah, so we weren't teenagers or anything. So I guess it was just
Okay. Yusuf, what about you?
So from the time I met him to when he met my parents, I think he met my parents probably like 2 months. I met him like end of October, and then he met my parents in December. And that's just because like they're American, so they were like, you gotta bring him home right away, and which was so sweet because they were so excited they have heard about him, of course, before, and they just wanted to to see the face and really see this person. So it was really sweet to just have him meet them, and
Yeah, I would say the same. So we started dating probably around January, and when he actually got to meet my parents around November, whenever she came to visit Pittsburgh. So obviously they knew the whole time that I was dating when he up to that point. But like you're saying, it's very nice to put a face to a name and an actual interaction. And I would like to think my parents were pretty open and having you and welcoming you there, but I think Winnie could speak more on that, what her experience is and how they treated her. But
Yeah. I feel like that leads into the next question. So, like, family acceptance. So were your parents, when you first introduced your partner, were they accepting? And if not, what were their reasoning?
Yeah, I mean, for me, there were no issues at all. My mom, I think, because it's like, my mom, I guess it's the person here that is like Mexican as well. She's married to an American, and my stepdad, he's white. So, he was just like, yep, whatever. Jeff was also really chill about it. And my mom, like, I don't know, I think with her, as long as, and with Jeff as well, like, as long as I'm happy with the person that I'm with, like, they don't really care who they are.
Yeah, I feel it was similar with like my parents. They're accepting of Alex. I don't think they ever thought anything especially different just because she was Mexican. But yeah, and they like her. They like her a lot. They tell me all the time. So.
Yeah, I really like Ted's parents. But yeah, like he said before, it was kind of scary, like meeting everyone at this gathering. Just because I don't know, like they have like his mom's side of the family. They're just a big family. So I don't know, but like at the same time, I don't know if there's anyone also that's dating like someone that is not white. So it was. That was kind of maybe like what I was most worried about. It was just like, oh, like I don't know what I'm really walking into. But everyone's been super nice to me. Like no issue.
Yeah, for me, I think they were just like I said, my parents are American, so they were just like so excited to meet him since they have heard so much about him prior to him getting to meet them. So it was they were very excited, and he's from Ghana, so they were looking forward to hear what they do in Ghana and how the culture is. Since I'm from the East Africa, so it's completely different, and so they were just like excited to meet him. And for me, the first time, so his family is still in Ghana, and I just like met them over like a video call and FaceTime and stuff, and they're just so welcoming. I don't know, it's such a culture. Like I love Ghanaian people and I love their culture, and I can't wait to meet his family in person. But they're just like so welcoming, and they were like so excited. They're like, okay, now we have like an East African in our family, because his family that's a mixture of so many people. So it's I felt like home.
What about you?
yeah, I thought my parents were very open and excited to meet Winnie when she came, because to my knowledge, not anyone in my family has been in a relationship or maybe not even met someone from Nigeria. So my parents were very excited to be introduced to Winnie and also learn more about her as she visited. Understand things that she's gone through, her traveling, just the cultural aspects that she might find different than ours, because we're trying to learn, obviously, and definitely understand and just be more welcoming to her. And I think my parents were really intrigued when they first met her to learn more about my beautiful girlfriend, of course.
Yeah, they were really sweet. Okay, so Tyler's mom, y'all. Fun fact: she watches. I don't know if you guys watch 90 Day Fiance, but that's my show. So she watches it, and it was just like I feel like that show just exposed. What am I trying to say? It exposes people to different cultures. So like when she watches it, and she would ask me questions about these different cultures, and she'd be like, "Oh, is this exactly how they're portrayed in Nigeria?" So stuff like that. So I feel like she was very like willing to learn about my culture, very accepting, very interested in me as a person, which I really like. I would say at first, because like Tyler was like, "Oh, my whole family is coming for like Thanksgiving." I'm like, "I ain't coming." I was like, I didn't want to meet the big family. I'll meet like 2 or 3. No, because I didn't know. And also as a Black person, especially in America, I'm like, I don't know because Tyler never dated like a Black person. He dated someone from a different country, but not a Black, so I didn't know what the reception would be. And I didn't want to put myself in a position like that. But they've been super amazing. I've met them twice now. Actually, we just came back from visiting, so they're really super awesome, and I love them. They're amazing. Yeah. Especially his dad. Yeah.
Thank you. I've got to actually meet your parents, and honestly, I've spoken to her mother, and both her parents seem very incredibly friendly and nice, and just very great, heartwarming people. And honestly, I can't wait to travel to Nigeria and actually meet them, and get to see that side also. Since Winnie's been able to experience it on her side, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I'm actually excited for you to like go to Nigeria and just experience like the whole culture.
Yeah, and see your family and
culture
see
shock.
Real thing.
It'll be a big culture shock. But okay, so Josephine says Ghanaians, we welcome everyone. Well, yay! Africans, we welcome everyone. Let's see, what's our next question? Does anyone have questions? So I can see we have 5 people who've joined us. So if you have any questions, please just go ahead and put it so we can answer it. But the next question I have, so what has been some of the biggest challenges relating to each other's culture that you faced?
I think for me personally, the biggest challenge is just that like her family speaks Spanish and I don't know Spanish at all. And learning it is a very difficult and frustrating thing for me that I need to put more effort into doing. But yeah, so I don't know. Obviously, like it's very different. I've been to Mexico a couple of times now to meet her family. And when I do that, it's like the difficulty thing there is, again, there's that language barrier kind of in the way. So I have to rely on Alex to interpret for the people that don't know English, specifically her father, because her father doesn't know any English. So when we're trying to talk, it's like, oh, hey, like, can you tell your dad that I think this is or whatever else? So there's like a back and forth. But for me, that's definitely the biggest thing. And it's something that I need to work on as a person to just learn Spanish because, you know, it is a big part of her culture, obviously. And, you know.
Yeah, yeah, totally agree with that aspect as well. Yeah, like Ted said, he's visited Mexico a couple times. And I mean, I think we were still able to have a really good time and everything. I think that, you know, he's been able to appreciate really like the culture and really kind of gets into it like once we're down there. But yeah, I mean, it is just kind of like that struggle of that language piece. My mom, I mean, she speaks full English, of course, so like there's no issue with that part here. But yeah, because everyone else is back home, I do have certain family members that, they just don't speak English. But for example, with my grandma, she does speak English, so she's able to communicate with him just flawlessly and everything. But then everyone else, it's like very broken and like just very like minimal like sentencing they can like do. But everyone really tries, I think, just to make him feel welcome and just to make things kind of go smoothly as possible. But it's always a lot of fun. I don't know, like it is a challenge, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah. So for me, definitely the language barrier. But in Ghana, they speak English, so it's really nice. But when they have, I can remember, I think it's Twi. I don't know if for somebody from Ghana, please don't attack me. I don't know. I think it's Twi. Oga. That's what their language is. So when they like when he's talking to his family, they do a mixture of like English and then this Twi language, and it's just, you know, I try to pick up, but I can't really understand. So that has been hard. But I mean, when I speak to his grandmother or his uncles and, you know, his dad and mom, I was speaking English and it's fine. And for the other thing that was hard in the beginning was the food. I mean, I love Ghanaian food. It's so good. It's just like it's extremely spicy. Like I'll be eating his food and I'll be crying. I'm like, I can't do this. So, but I right now, and I love it so much. It's one of the things that, and you know, I'm looking forward to going to Ghana. It's like I cannot wait to eat the food, and yeah, and for him. So like with my parents here, he just speaks English. It's fine, but I have friends in Rwanda and some family members. So when he's speaking, he's learning some words in Kinyarwanda. That's our native language, and he's just like, you know, start to say like, "I love you, I miss you." So I'm trying like to teach him, and it's so cute to hear him like say it with his accent. And my friends, like, they love it when he's trying to just, you know, say those words every time like we speak to someone back home. I'm like, okay, what's the new? So every week we try to learn something new. Like I teach him like this week, this is the word we're gonna work on. So every week he will, like, if we speak to someone, I will say, hey, tell them about the new word that you know. So he would say it. And then my second language is French. So I'm actually very impressed by him. He's been trying to like speak French, and sometimes once in a while, if he wants to make me laugh or just do something, you know, move around, he would like say something in French, and I would just, you know, I love it. It's so nice, yeah. And about the Rwandan food, he's not a fan as of now. I mean, I don't know. I think it's a West African thing. I think I have met some Nigerians. Honestly, they believe, you know, the jollof. There is like a fire about the rice. I don't understand, but we just think. I mean, we don't have a lot of spices like they do in West Africa. So I'm still trying to get him to like accept my food a little bit. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna make it too spicy because I mean, it's, you know, Rwandan food is not spicy, but we're working on that.
You know, now that you're talking about food, that like sort of brought a memory too, because so Ted thankfully really loves Mexican food, but as I like to call it, like the real actual Mexican food, not like the crap that you get in the US, whatever it's called. So it was just funny because, you know, when I was sort of introducing him to like my mom and I was just like, well, you know, like because I think he had told me at some point, like, I don't like Mexican food. And I was just like, well, that's going to be a problem. But like me thinking like, you know, I guess I wasn't thinking about like his version of Mexican food. And like, I guess that he just doesn't like Americanized Mexican stuff. So I was just like, well, all right, well, we're just going to try, I guess. But no, he did really well. With, you know, like the first time that like my mom made a dish for him, like it was really good. And we were actually able to find here in like really close to where we live, a place that has really like very good authentic Mexican food. And like, you know, he loves it, we love it. And then so going back going back home, like for me, that's been also like a non-issue also because he's like loved everything that he's like, whenever we go and have our food and everything, he's just like, oh, it's so good. And the spiciness is also not a problem for him because he loves like eats so much spice. So it's been good. My family is very impressed about his spice tolerance. So.
Tyler, what about you? Some challenges?
For myself, I would say most of the biggest challenges for culture I still have yet to experience, honestly, because I think once I go to Nigeria and, you know, get accumulated or as much as I can with the culture, that's when I'll be facing most of those largest challenges myself. As far as the challenges that I've experienced so far, the most relative would be, as you say, like a language barrier, but to my knowledge, both of Winnie's parents speak English. But as far as other family members, I'm sure I'll hit that and have to, you know, embrace that also. But also, the food would definitely be the challenge.
He doesn't like content,
which is what she loves to say. But
girl,
of course, she gets before I've enjoyed the dishes that she's cooked for me, such as plantains, jollof rice, and she's made me spaghetti. But you know, when he loves to go ahead,
you are such a liar.
Just loves to go ahead and get my input. So I'll let her, I guess, speak for myself. I don't really have like the most exquisite taste buds, that's for sure. I like reach out, but I've certainly learned to trying and, you know, expand my taste buds in the spice industry, like we're discussing.
I would say even another challenge would even be like communication, because I feel like sometimes Tyler says things and I'm just like, no, I don't get it. Like it's like he says things and he says it in the American way, I understand it in the Nigerian way. So I don't know. I feel like communication was another challenge we face. Even like living together, some part of our culture, like in Nigerian culture, you don't live with anybody until you're married. But like in American culture, it's acceptable to, you know, once you date, right? You can. So like, I was like, oh, you know, let's move in together. And I was like, okay. And then I spoke to my mom and she was like, girl. And I was like, oh. So I think just in that, I feel like those were some of I feel like we've had some cultural, you know, issues as well. Mm-hmm. Let's see. What's the next question? Okay, we still don't have a question yet. All right. So okay. So what surprised you the most about your cross-cultural relationship? I can go first. I feel like what surprised me the most was just how, I guess, ready to learn Tyler was. Like he was, you know, open to everything. Like I said, I don't feel like he loves Nigerian food, but he tried it. You know, he tried it, and you know, the fact that he's even willing to try it, I think it says a lot. So I would say just the fact that he's, you know, willing to learn and willing to understand, which is something I don't know. And he's very patient as well. I can relate. Patience is not one of my features. So those are some of the things I've learned. What about you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me it would be kind of the same. I guess, I mean, I don't know that I would be the word, like, or that I would use the word surprise as to, like, you know, him, like, willing to learn or anything. Like, I mean, I think it just kind of came naturally. I guess, I don't know. I feel like I've introduced Ted to, like, a few different things and, like, a whole lot of stuff that I do, but, like, he wouldn't have normally done, you know, as far, again, kind of, like, going back to the food, or, like, just kind of, like, maybe even some, like, culture things here and there. I mean, definitely taking, I mean, whenever we've been to Mexico, like, you know, he's always been, like, super, like, respectful. Not that I would have expected anything else, but, you know, he's, like you said, also very patient, even, again, with that, like, language barrier, you know, it's just, you know, I know that he gets frustrated at times with it, but, you know, it's like he tries to do the best that he can with it. Yeah. And yeah, it's just, you know, I think he appreciates, you know, the differences sometimes that we have between the two of us. And so, yeah, I guess I appreciate that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I'd like to, you know, I feel like Winnie's been very open, and you know, I want to say more open. I'm definitely the more patient one, as opposed to that. But I can definitely see, you know, cultural aspects that I can see that Winnie's very proud of. You know, it's like, you know, food, and certainly, like, things she likes watching, such as Nollywood. So, like, there's a lot of things that I want to be open to and experience this with her, because I know that she really enjoys those. So I want to be able to enjoy this with her also. And I feel like she's definitely, you know, helped me break out of a cultural shell to actually make me embrace that and enjoy it more, and just be more open to not only her culture but others. And I feel like she's, you know, as time's going on, she's becoming more acceptable and trying to, you know, try more things in my culture. And of course, I appreciate that. You know, that certainly helps us go together.
Yeah, I think, I mean, like, being patient is one of the things, which I'm not patient at all. So that's where it comes in, because my patience level is like this. So he's been so patient with me and just learning. I mean, I've been in the US for 11 years now, and it's not like an African mentality has changed. It's just like you just adapt, and it's, you know, it's just been like, and also having American parents, it's just been completely different. So sometimes, like when I first met him, I told him, hey, listen, I have a big mouth. I say everything, you know, I just say whatever. So he's like, just remember, you're an African lady. Like, some stuff you can just be private. I'm like, okay. So it's like learning. There's so many things we're just learning, and even me, like, learning about his culture. Like, his people, I think Ghanaian people are more like, I don't know, like, happy people. They're loud. They're just like to enjoy life. Like, you know, everything is like enjoyment. Maybe in his world, I don't know. So it's like me. I'm trying to, you know, learn about like, you know, his like Ghanaian people, and just learn his culture, and being open to you know, to challenges, even, like, you know, to learning about having those challenges, and just learning from them, you know, just together, and continue. Like learning every day, pretty much together. That has been, yeah, that's what we've been doing.
Yeah, I would think for most people, I think it's always getting over, like, everyone's going to have their own stubbornness towards their own culture, I would assume, you know. So it's a matter of just, you know, breaking for that, and ultimately, which it's not like you need to be my culture, I need to be your culture. It's a matter of us, you know, cooperating together and sharing those values and learning and being open to those. Because if they're both going to be stubborn, then it's going to be much more difficult.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alex and Ted, do you guys want to add anything?
No, I think Alex already covered a lot of, like, what it was for me. I think with, like, her culture and stuff and things that surprised me, like, a lot of the stuff that surprised me wasn't, like, things she was doing here. It was more just, like, things about, like, you know, Mexico, and, like, how things are handled there. And, like, every time, like, I visit Mexico, it's like a whole nother, like, world of, like, oh, wow, this is just very, very different. Like, people selling you ice cream when you're stuck in rush hour on the highway. I was like, oh, okay, that's new. I think one of the things that's, like, that gets to me, I think the most, is, like, they like to dance a lot. Oh. And I'm a terrible dancer. So, like, I try to avoid dancing, quite honestly. And if I do, I'm just like, oh no, I look so silly. So maybe I should work on my dance. But yeah, Yeah, because like everyone like in her family and like back to Mexico, they all really like dancing, and no, that's different here. Because like whenever I have like parties or like family gatherings with mine, no dances. We all just kind of sit around a table and eat food and talk. So.
Right. Yeah. To be fair, I'm not a very good dancer either. Like I also kind of prefer to stay more like in the back. But like I don't know, it's something about when you are in that environment or something. You're like I don't know. You just kind of feel compelled to do it. At least I do. I guess Ted hasn't gone to that point yet. Even though I know myself that I'm not a very good dancer either. But it's just kind of like maybe in your blood. You just feel it. So
let's see. What's our next question is, okay, so in what situations have you noticed your culture comes out more? Oh, that's a good question. I feel like for us, it's when we talk about the future that I think my culture comes out more.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, it's just more or less. It's more of like just the different, I guess, the steps, if you will, of progressing in the future. It's different, like we discussed earlier about living together. So, like in America, and like for my family, like when you're dating someone and you live with them, like that's not considered a big deal or anything. It's just considered like the next step. Like the parents weren't, that involved. But when I discuss it with women, it obviously plays a very high importance. You can tell on their face. And it plays a high importance of, you can live together, obviously, until after you're married. So understanding the certain aspects and different steps and what we do with them is certainly, I would say, our biggest challenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I guess now, for us, I think that, we've been living together for, like we started dating 6 years ago. We've been living together for like 5 years and a half. I don't know. We've been living together for a long time. But I do remember that, I had no trouble telling my mom that we were sort of moving in, I guess, even though it was kind of early in the relationship. But with my dad, like I didn't tell him probably for like a few months that we were living together because I was so scared. I was just like, he's going to be so mad. And he wasn't. He was very, very open and everything. But yeah, I just remember having that kind of thought. So, I don't know if that's an instance where the culture has come out more because, like when I heard you guys say about like moving in together and something, I think also that's something that Mexican families like do wait until you're like really ready to get married, or like after you get married, that's when you move in together and like you do all that stuff. But so that's, I guess, maybe where that came through. But I don't know that I had other instances or that you've noticed. Maybe I'm not remembering.
Yeah, for some of like the cultural stuff, I think one of the things is, I guess, just specifically Day of the Dead, because like it's something that I've never celebrated before or done anything for, that we now do every year, where we set up the ofrenda, right, and like put out like offerings essentially. So that's nice. But yeah, other than that, like I don't see it as much, and maybe it's just because we've both been living in the U.S. for so long, or like I've always been in the U.S. and she's been in the U.S. for a good, like more than half of her life now.
Right.
Yeah.
So can you repeat the question again? Was it like where my culture comes out more?
Yeah. So in what situations have you felt that your culture comes out more?
My culture comes. Okay, so oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I have to think a little for 1 second. It's more, I don't know, so it's not about, I think I'm going to speak for him first. I think his culture definitely comes up more in like food and music, and he's always like, loves to listen to music. So, and also like, the food. For me, it's more, like Rwandan people were more reserved sometimes, and he always said like have a military mind, like I'm more strict. So oftentimes I'm more like uptight, and he's just more like, come on, relax. Like life is not supposed to be so serious. So I think that's where my culture comes up more, and we do also sometimes I play like Rwandan music for him and stuff, and yeah. But I feel like since I've been living here for a while, it's just like I've just adapted to being in the US for so long that sometimes, Rwandan culture, like, kind of, it's sad because it's not like it's in the back, but like, it's not like something we use every day.
Yeah, I guess maybe I thought of something just now, and again, I mean, this is more when we're more in like family, like or like social setting. I guess specifically with my with my mom, like whenever she holds like hosts a party pre-COVID, of course. But like I think that along with the dancing and everything, like and this is true maybe for Latin America, not just specifically to Mexico, but like people have their what are they called, like their social bubbles or like whatever. They're not like the US where everyone has to be kind of like further apart, like it's almost like the 6 feet apart maybe wasn't a big issue in the US because everyone like already has that bubble that like they're like, okay, people need to be far away from me, but like with my family and everything, I think that like everyone just kind of like likes to be like close together, and even like in the way that you greet each other, like you like kiss each other or something, and like that's something that I still think that you're not used to at all. Like when someone comes up to him and like tries to give him a kiss, it's just like, oh, like, please. Like it just takes him a couple of tries to get that like mindset.
It's just because like not everyone does that, especially when we're here. Like when we're in Mexico, like I'm expecting it because everyone does it there.
Yeah.
But like here, like some of your parents' friends or family or whatever, some of them will and some of them won't. So I think sometimes it catches me, like the kissing on the cheek catches me off guard. I'm just not used to it.
Yeah.
And I don't know who likes to do that and who doesn't.
I think maybe I don't know, like maybe they just see you and they're like, oh, he's white, so he doesn't, like they don't do that. But that's maybe what like my thought process of that, why that would be. But like some people are just like, and they just go in and, that's the way that you get people, so.
Okay. I think we actually have a question from Fina. So she asks, does age come to play when starting a relationship?
Ooh.
Who wants to go?
I would say in the United States, I would say it certainly does. I'd say probably around 15. Honestly, that early would be around like in the middle school and towards the beginning of high school when people will start dating. And it's not like an incredibly mature future relationship. That's not expected, but it's at least testing the ground to understand like what a relationship is and how it develops at that age, and having this for somebody. I would say probably around the age of 15 is around when that relationships would begin to start.
Mm-hmm. I think, and I don't know if this is maybe related to this or not, but like as far as like who you're dating, I think there is an expectation of like who should be older and who should be younger. Specifically in the US, I think a lot of times we see like, it's expected that the man in the relationship is older, if you're in a same-sex relationship or opposite-sex relationship. But I don't know. I think there's like a gap, but like between ages where like people aren't okay with it. And I don't know, is it any different in Mexico, or for even starting relationships younger, or like for teenagers and stuff and everything else?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that again that comes into play with like the parents really wanting to know who you are dating, because I mean I know of some families, where that they're like someone starts dating when they're in high school and like their partner or boyfriend is already like in like a college kind of place, and like that's, I mean, to me, like I mean I feel like, I don't know if this is my like maybe my own personal thing, but I feel like maybe I wouldn't be comfortable with that, like if I had a child or something like that, as long as, I mean, if I didn't know them, I feel like that would be very uncomfortable for me. But again, I think that just kind of comes into why like people would just sort of want to meet each other, and like why they, want to know who this person is, and just kind of, have a little bit more trust in it. Because even if, it is maybe someone that's still in high school, but they're dating someone that's older, as long as there's sort of like that trust, or like, they seem like a person that is all right. Like, I don't think the parents are maybe as opposed, but maybe not. I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like I've seen it more in like personal scenarios rather than like a wide sort of, I don't know. So.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, like I think, when you start to, when you're meeting the person for the first time, of course, those questions gonna come up. You're gonna ask them like where you're from, what's your name, and how old are you, and stuff like that. So in the beginning, it's different. I don't think it's something that's important to, and I mean, I'm not like about to go there and, I don't know, like date at 15, you know what I mean? Like there is a boundary, but like, I feel like as long as like you both, love each other, and it doesn't have to be like a man has to always be, older. Sometimes, I'm actually like older than Rami, 1 year older. So it works out perfectly. And I don't think age was like a different, was a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, to add something to that, actually, from my personal experience, it kind of seemed like in schooling, while you were doing your dating, at least in high school, where there's almost like a stigma. It seemed like where like you almost felt like you had to date someone that was also in your grade, or if you were dating someone above or lower, like it would just be kind of look like, oh, you're dating someone below your grade, or just have that kind of social pressure of it. And so like once you graduate high school and get out of that, you kind of like Ted saying, you start to see that barrier expand. People are dating that are 2-3 years apart. And that's more, it feels more comfortable. But as far as at schooling, I kind of felt that there was a stigma that, like, people kind of stayed in their groups, if you will. Like this 11th grade used to date 11th grade, stuff like that.
Yeah, I would say for me, I don't know. I feel like as a personal preference, not culturally, I always wanted to date someone that was not more than 5 years older than me. Like I did not want to go over 5 years. But there's also other things. I always thought I always date a Nigerian or an African at least. So I feel like there's a lot of things that I've had to grow and improve upon. So, but yeah, I don't think age plays like a critical role when determining who to date. I don't think it's that deep. But yeah. Okay. Fina, I hope that helped. And then the next question we have is, what advice would you give to people who are interested in dating someone from a different culture? And this question, I kind of look at it as, before you started your relationship, what would you wish people would have told you about dating someone from a different culture? You're so quiet.
Okay. Oh, you can go first.
Oh, no, you can go.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, just being open, you just don't close your mind and be like, I just want to stay in my culture. I think you learn so much. Like, there is such beauty in like dating in another culture and just getting to know the other person. I mean, we talked about the food. I am a person who loves food, and just right now I'm obsessed with Ghanaian food, and so if I didn't branch out of Rwanda or like even the US, I wouldn't have had that chance to really understand, get to eat the food and also understand his culture, and so it's like just being open and just welcoming everything. It's just being willing to learn, and just because you learn so much. I mean, like. It's beautiful to just bring two cultures together and just it's just I don't know, just it's beautiful, and you get to learn, and it's always like fascinating because you're always learning something new, and you're always doing something different, and it's fun.
Yeah, that's basically exactly what I was going to say too. I think really the biggest thing is just being open and being comfortable pushing yourself outside of your like normal like comfort zone. So like doing things that you wouldn't normally do, and just experiencing the other person's culture, and just maybe even asking the questions about like, hey, like, what does this look like for you, or what has this looked like for you? Because some things don't always come up. So maybe just like asking like, what is this like in Mexico, or like, what was this like back in your culture? Like, do you guys do anything differently? Asking those sorts of questions can also help a lot.
Yeah, I think that, same thing. Just be open, be just kind of also mindful too about, I think you just kind of have to be aware that, the person is going to be different, and you just kind of have to be open to being open. And I don't know, just kind of like embrace those differences. Like really just, I think it is really beautiful to having people from really like all over the place, especially here in the US, it's just so, I don't know, like I feel like sometimes people have this mentality of like, this is what like the US is, but like, I don't know, I feel like what really is the US? It's just like a blend of different things. And it's just, you just find people from such different places and backgrounds, and it's so cool. And I just kind of wish that people could see that a little more, you know. But yeah, I guess again, just be open and be receptive, and yeah, just ask questions. I mean, if you're gonna be committed to a partner for, you know, a long period of time, I think that it is okay to just kind of be vulnerable with each other and just, you know, I think you're in a safe space and it's okay to really ask, you know, whatever you need to ask. So.
Yeah, I would say honestly to answer the question of what I think we would all like before getting into a relationship is I think most of us would obviously like to understand and have a better threshold on like the other's culture before getting into a relationship. You know, that's certainly you can't expect obviously getting that far, but having that knowledge beforehand it certainly gives you the advantage of what you're going to, you know, be you know, in a relationship with what you're going with. So it's as well as being open and, you know, I think we would all like to have more information before we get into a relationship so that, you know, just the experience that if you're getting into, but also being open and patient. And also you can't expect to understand everything at once. If you're discussing, there's just too much to know. And it's going to take time. You got to process it. You just have to learn how to understand it and, you know, just accept it. Because if you're not willing to accept it, then that's the trouble there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say for me, I would say try to learn. I feel like I'm echoing a lot of what everyone else has said, but try to learn as much about the other culture as possible. But also, you have to be careful of stereotypes as well. You know, bring in this misconception that's not really that person's culture. So when you go in, I feel like you need to go in with a clean slate. Ask questions, but also be respectful of the questions you ask. And I think that a lot of us, are, you know, the three couples, we share like really good stories of our journey and how accepting the parents are. But I feel like that's something to be prepared for as well. So sometimes, you know, the parents might not be as accepting. There might be other things like race and, you know, racism that, you know, gets added to it. So I feel like you need to kind of look at the good, the positive part of it, but there are also negative parts as well, and to prepare yourself. Buckle up, because I actually had the same conversation with like some cross-cultural relationship students that are at the school I currently work in, and like one of the couples was sharing that because I think she was from Puerto Rico and the guy's white. Basically, the guy's family they were so upset when they saw her, they didn't even come to the wedding. So, yeah, so I say it's like good things, but also just get ready that they might not be all good. And, you know, be okay in accepting that as well.
You definitely have to be willing to adapt and open to change, and just because, and I know that's saying like changing about you, it's not the intent of changing your culture and who you are, but you have to understand that you are embracing other culture and you want to make those two work together. And if you're not willing to do that, then it's not going to go well.
Yeah, and I think that that's very true as well. You know, I mean, I think that you have to kind of be upfront about it too, especially if you know that there might be like family trouble with it. Like, I mean, you may be okay with it, but like, again, your family might not. And, you know, just kind of have to prepare that other person. I think that probably would be best. I mean, again, I've been lucky because, I mean, his family is just very accepting, you know, very open and everything. But I know that that's not necessarily the experience of everyone else, unfortunately. You know, it's just like people are just very sometimes opposed to having someone that's very different coming in into a family or something like that. And yeah, I mean, that is unfortunate. But I mean, again, you just have to communicate that with that other person and, you know, just kind of decide just if it's going to be worth it.
The conversations are definitely not going to be easy, like you're saying, and it's never like, you know, an easy time to decide when to have them. The whole point is that they need to be had, and they need to be discussed between each other. You know, it might not be easy, but that's the best way to work through it in a reasonable manner. You know.
Well, I have a question for what both of you else said. So, at what point, I guess, did you tell your parents or, you know, family that, like, where your person was from? So, like, at what point were you like, oh, I'm taking a white guy? Or, you know, so I guess at what point did you tell your parents before they actually met your partner, or did you just wait and see?
I would say it took a little bit of time, a couple months, just because my parents, like when you mentioned, you know, I've dated someone from another country, but I've never dated someone that is Black and also that is Nigerian. So there was a little uncertainty. You know, I don't know how my parents are going to react. My parents are older, so I mean, they might have an old-fashioned mentality. But I mean, that's not going to change the situation or who I'm dating. So I wanted them to at least be aware before meeting her what, of course, they're going to, you know, get into. And based on the experience from that meeting her, it seemed like they were very welcoming and accepting of her. So I was very happy to see my parents embrace that side, for them. It was a big meaningful step for me to see that my parents were.
Was it?
Yeah, but they were also willing to know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think for me, because so Alex is the only like person I've dated that wasn't white, and I must have brought it up to my parents before they came over because I didn't know how they would react necessarily. I didn't expect anything bad, but I guess I wanted them to know. And I think it just like came up kind of in casual conversation, talking about, her to my parents being like, oh yeah, like I'm dating Alex now. She's from Mexico. It's like super cool. She like knows all this stuff, sort of a thing. So like they had like that like idea in their head, like and knew that she was Mexican when they met her. But again, I don't think I was expecting like any sort of weird reaction. I mean, or anything like that, but.
For me, it was, I think, I talked about him before. Of course, like my sister and I would talk about him before he got to come and meet my parents. So they were excited. I mean, I guess they were just, they wanted to see, because they have experienced what East Africans are, right? So they were looking forward to see someone from Ghana, from West Africa, and get to learn. But for my friends and my friends in Rwanda, at first I thought he was Rwandan because he looks Rwandan actually. So when I started, when I was saying, they would speak to me in Kinyarwanda, and they would also, when he was around, they would say hi to him in Kinyarwanda. He's like, oh, I can't speak. So I got to tell them, he's from Ghana, and so it was, but they were so excited because they know I'm happy, and that's the person. It's just like getting to know, understanding his culture. And they're like, okay, so how is he like, or like young men, like, so I have had a lot of conversations with my friends about Ghanaian men, even though he's different. I don't know the rest of all the men in Ghana, but I was speaking from like his experience, who he is as a person. And for his family, I feel like for him, like I remember the first person he told was his grandmother, and she was so, excited. I actually spoke to her on camera, and she was just like, oh my gosh, like, I'm excited to meet you. And then one of his cousins just messaged me like randomly on Instagram and said, we can't wait to have you, another culture, our culture. I think her dad is Nigerian and she's Ghanaian, so she was like, we have East African. So I just felt like they was so excited.
Yeah. All right, you guys, we have 2 more questions. All right, so okay, so the first question is, how do you handle conflict in your relationship?
Just talk it out, I guess. I don't know. I think that, I think we have our disagreements sometimes, but I feel honestly that, I don't know, we're both pretty good about just kind of coming to like an agreement or an understanding. I mean, we both, I think that's just because, that's just, our personalities are just kind of like that. We just, neither of us, I think, are like very into conflict or like, really like that. And we both sort of are very open with each other, and just kind of, if we have an issue with something, we just kind of talk it out. I don't, yeah.
Okay. I would say like I give all the credit to Rami because he's more calm, and for me, I have a little bit of a temper. Like say something like that just happened. And, it's like I don't know how to calm down first. So he's really good at like calming me down and just being like, let's just talk it out before we go to bed, because he has this mentality. He can't really sleep well if he's angry or something. Well,
I can't relate. Actually, good.
yeah. So like every time, like he's the one like trying to calm me down. He's like, okay, take a minute, like get your anger down or your frustration, and then we'll have a talk and just took it out. So it's really good. That's why I said that he's a perfect fit for me, because if it was somebody else with a temper who's just like would walk out of proportion, it would not work. So for him and I, it just works because he's not and just wants to to have peace and solve things and then move forward.
Yeah, I'd say for us, I'd say sometimes we might bottle something up, or we might not know exactly how to express them at the exact times, and obviously that's not the healthiest way. But I say more or less we've been trying to resolve things, of course, before the end of the night, because you want that peace of mind. Tomorrow's going to be a fresh day. You don't want to wake up today and just have a big partner and start off and continue on that note. Even if it's not going to be an easy conversation, you need to have it and get over whatever it is, even if it's something small. I mean, everybody can make problems out of molehills, if you will, if you say, small problems and large problems, and then you look at it from the actual point of view from both of each other, it's probably not even that big of a deal. So it's just once you both kind of understand each other on that, you can get over that, and then you start, you have your next day, and you both have that peace of mind that, hey, it was a waste of time arguing over that. It's not been a stupid incident anyway.
Yeah.
So patience comes a long way to that too. But I certainly have had to expand my patience even further than they are.
Okay, we get it. No, I would say Tyler's really good at handling conflict. I'm a professional at just holding things there. When things annoy me, I just want to I don't like to talk, especially I just need to process what I'm going to say, and then we'll have a meeting about it later. I don't want to say something I can't take back, but I feel like Tyler is more it happened right now. Let's fix it. Let's fix it. But I'm more of take it back, and then I'll come back to you later. But
yeah. And I know it comes really does at time, expressing things, and everybody is expressing themselves how they exactly feel, and especially in that time, things can be in the heat of the moment. Of course, you might not want to say something that you might regret, and then of course you can understand that they didn't really mean that. But as far as even when you might not know exactly what she can say, I want to at least play that open and voice her mind, and at least try and express as much as she can. That way I can relate to what she's feeling like, and just try and resolve it as much as we can. Just not. Maybe she might feel some type of way early that she might not have realized then, and then we can revisit that point and at least discuss it then. We've concluded most of the issues and feelings she was feeling at that time. We were able to express together and understand.
Okay, and I said I had 2 more questions, but I have 2 more questions now. So the first one is, okay, so what are some internet or some cultural traditions that you celebrate with your partner, if any?
Well, for me, and I think Ted sort of alluded to this before, but we've definitely taken up to celebrating Dia de Muertos, or Day of the Dead, together. And it's not like you do something that's like a but I think he's become really accepting of that's something that's super, super important to me. And something that I have to do every year. And so, yeah, I think it's just kind of has become like a staple of our home during those times. I don't know if there's anything that's I guess the other thing that we do, again, pre-COVID time, for example, Christmas, my family and a lot of Mexican families, if not probably all Mexican families, although I shouldn't make generalizations, but we celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve. That's the day that's the celebration that's done. That's usually even when you open presents and everything. And so that's the day that we go to my parents' house and we have our celebration there, and we just kind of have, my mom does a whole thing, just it actually becomes some sort of big party and stuff. But that's something that I think, I don't think he used to do before, because you used to do just Christmas Day on Christmas Day. But for us, it's Christmas Eve. That's when we do everything. So, yep. Those are the 2 that I can think of.
Okay, so for me, in Rwanda, we have this day. So it's usually in August or end of August. It's when so in the summer is when they're growing all the food, the potatoes or beans, all these things. And then at the end of the summer, when you have gathered all of your produce, you celebrate it. And we call it Okogamura. So that means you cook from what you cultivated in your home. So we celebrated that with family because it's our Thanksgiving pretty much. We just have all these meals, and then we just eat and it's like a feast. For Tuesday. The other thing we celebrate, I celebrate with him is Easter. So he's not Catholic, and I am Catholic. So it's like even when like we just started Lent, and I'm not. I mean, I try to be a good Catholic, to follow everything. But so I was like, okay, Randy, on Wednesday, let's just try not to eat meat because it's we're gonna get we should go get our ashes. He's like, whoa, 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 not the ashes part, but like the meat. I understand. So we kind of like he's trying to learn. Also like celebrating Easter, and also my family here, my mom's family, we usually have all my uncles and aunts in town around New Year's Eve. So it's a big family, so like 50 people at the house. This was pre-COVID though. So he got to like meet everybody, and just all we do is pretty much each family they make a meal. They decide a dish for the year, and they send it ahead of time, and it's usually at my parents' home, and we come in and we make a meal and you share, and then another person goes, and we got to experience that for the first time. And the other thing is that this Christmas he spent it with me, and he really liked that we opened gifts, we exchanged gifts on Christmas Day, and he also like doing that in the morning, pajamas. He was like, "Oh my God, this is the first time for me to do this." And he really, he was like a kid. He really enjoyed it, so that was very sweet and beautiful.
Yeah. What are your traditions?
I think you would be best to spell that answer. As Nigerian traditions that I think that you probably share with me. I don't think we've really experienced that exactly yet.
Yeah.
Since for me to visit that, but I'd say probably the closest understanding is the difference, I guess, with Christmas. When I think of Christmas in the United States, I'm from the north, and like Pittsburgh, we always associate Christmas with winter and snow, and freezing cold, and there's temperatures and acclimate, and we go to church also. Exactly. And just talking to women and they're saying, what Christmas is like in Nigeria. Obviously there's no snow. It's not 10 degrees freezing. You don't want to forcibly stay inside. And that's also evident because they also go to church. They exchange gifts. So it's a very similar feeling on that aspect.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. My last question is, what do you love most about your partner?
Was it what do you like most about your partner? Was that the question?
Yeah. So what do you love most about your partner?
Oh.
I can go. What do I love most about Tyler? I like the fact that he's very patient because I ain't got patience. He's very super supportive of me, like everything that I do, whether it's YouTube or school or work. Because we started dating when I was in grad school, so he's really supportive of everything that I do. And I feel like a lot of times he goes above and beyond just to make sure that I'm comfortable and make sure that I'm safe. His communication style, I like that because I feel like we have very different communication styles. So I like how, before, in a previous relationship, for example, I don't think we even checked up on each other every day. We text maybe a week or something, but with Tyler, it's we stay in constant communication. So I don't know. I just feel like I'm learning so much from dating you. But yeah, this is some things I like about him, and I love how he loved me because I feel like I've just never experienced a love like this one before. I'm young, so people be like, "Girl, shut up," but it's different.
Yeah, I would say usually my number one thing I love about Winnie is her ambition and motivation. I mean, she definitely just to see how she goes every day and pursue every different avenue as much as she can every day to just make herself better and continue to improve and just be successful because she already is so successful. So, but I mean, it really rubs off on me. It really motivates me to also make me better. She really helps me better myself and makes me a better man. There's no doubt about that. I mean, it really goes to show that we can both, work together, and go together, and rub off on each other, share those values and empower each other. So obviously, intelligence and everything comes with it, the confidence that Winnie has. It really inspires my love for her, and wants to push her to be greater. And I know that she does that for me too. She really helps me to strive to be greater than who I am. So that's irreplaceable in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it's just, I think that Ted's a super trusting person. And, he trusts me, I trust him. And I think that that's just been really so great. I think that's, you know, one of the things that I think was something that I was always sort of like looking for in a partner. And, you know, I think that we just sort of blend really well together. I mean, I think that we have similar interests. We love a lot of the same stuff. So, I mean, it's just been sort of easy. So, and I think that's maybe something that I sort of love. You know, everything was sort of, it was so uncomplicated. I felt like it was just, you know, it just felt so like natural to like be with him. Like, I don't know. I think because I like, I feel like I don't know if it was like the one that like showed maybe interest first or something. Maybe it was like, I don't know. But I mean, I feel like I was. And so it was just like, I want him. Like, it was just like he must be the one. Like, I don't know. Like I was something like about him that was just like, I need to be with this person. And so, yeah, it's just been like, it's been great. And I mean, of course, I also love, he's so supportive as well. You know, I'm still in grad school, so I'll be graduating in May, but he's, you know, been there. He's been there every step of the way, you know, so, you know, whenever I have to like have crazy hours because I'm like managing a lot of different stuff, like he's been super understanding about that. And you know, he also makes really good food. So that's too.
It's hard to follow that up. I mean, I think there's so many things I like about Alex, and just, but like, she's just always so supportive of me and like everything I do. And like, I feel like a lot of times I just need help or just someone to talk to. And she's really good at doing that. And we have so many similar interests that it's so great because we can just do so many things together that we both love. And just another, she's like taking me really outside my comfort zone, like the things I would normally do, and show me so many new things that I haven't experienced before. And, you know, made me try a lot of different foods because I think like before Alex, like all I ate was like whatever, just like random boring stuff. But like Alex loves to have all these sorts of international foods and things like that. And she's just really expanded my horizons a lot. And I love her to death for that, and just for being such a good, supportive person to me.
It was beautiful. It's gonna be hard to follow that, but so for me, what do I love about him? He's very patient and compassionate. He's just like, he's so sweet and gentle, and just I love that about him. And just like supporting me with everything, you know, that I'm doing. Because I'm a pediatric nurse, so I work night shift. And oftentimes, you know, sometimes he wants to talk to his family in the middle of the day and I'm sleeping. So he's very like respectful and just, you know, lets me sleep and, you know, gives me a little space. And he also lets me be me.
Yeah.
Like I'm always, you know, like he accepts everything about me. You know, me not knowing how to cook, you know, the good. He said whatever you make, I'm gonna eat it, and he's just very loving, and that's just something I love. Because you know, there is something about our culture. I think we're a little more cold, and him, he's just like so warm and completely different to what I was used to. So it's good with him, and he's so adventurous. Like he wants to, like he makes me do things that I usually, you know, he gets me out of my comfort zone. So sometimes I'm like, I don't want to do this. He's like, let's do it. Like it's just, you know, like try everything. So that makes me like so excited.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I would say honestly, just one last thing is the biggest thing is from my mentality and thing I can't stand is uncertainty. You know, obviously it's going to always exist, but as far as you can at least have that conversation with your partner and limit that uncertainty as much as possible, it provides an easy mind. You know, you peace of mind, your connection becomes stronger. You know, and you have that trust and you have that loyalty together. And also, just from discussing with everybody here, it seems like. I don't want to generalize, but it seems like with the relationships we're in right now, it seems like we're probably looking back on our past relationship wondering, why were they so hard? You know, like why we feel so comfortable and easygoing, like Ted and Alex were saying, and it's just like it's easygoing, and you're wondering why was it so difficult, you know, in the other relationships. And obviously you can play the what if game, but why? Because you're in the right relationship now and you're making the right moves. So that's what you need to focus on. That's what we all should be happy about, you know?
Okay, y'all, that's it. Do you guys have any final words? Anything else you want to say?
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say this was such a nice platform to speak on this subject, and I'm really grateful and happy that you invited me on here and to share my experience and to meet wonderful people. Yeah, so it's thank you so much, Winnie. You're doing an amazing job, and like to add to what your boo said, like you're very inspiring. Like I'm so inspired by you and what you do, and you're such a hardworking woman. Like from the first time I met you, I mean, I told you just like so hardworking. You're always doing something, and you're always connecting people.
Yeah.
And I love your food. So once you come back to Ohio, please.
I'll be back, girl, this year. Pray on it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's the same thing. Thank you so much, Winnie, for inviting me, and thinking about, me and everything. I know that, like, we really had, like, really brief interactions. I know, like, when we were in school together and everything. But, I mean, I know, I went to a couple of the events that, like, you put up when you were in school and everything. And they were always so cool and, like, so awesome. So, again, thank you so much for providing this platform and, like, for just kind of letting us talk about ourselves a little bit. And, like, it was so nice to hear about everyone else's, just kind of like how they've navigated their own relationship, and especially, from being like an intercultural point of view. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you all. I really appreciate it. And I really hope, because actually 2 weeks ago, last week actually, I did like social media dating. So I feel like that was a fun one as well. But thank you all so much for joining the conversation. Definitely hoping to do more of these. This is actually going to be live on Facebook and on YouTube as well. So once I end it, people can go on there and watch it. But I really appreciate y'all. Thank you to all the panelists, and thank you also to all the audience members who tuned in as well. We really, really, really appreciate y'all. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.